Hi guys, Opinionated Horsewoman here. It is early November and it is Saturday and it is almost the deer rut and I need to go fix some of the fencing along the property because the deer have been running through it and pretty much are destroying it. So I thought I'd take you guys along, show you some of the fun farm chores that I get to do. So I'm in the barn right now. I'm getting all my supplies. So let me show you guys what we're bringing along on this. So I have my trusty Milwaukee cordless drill, which is going to be a cordless screwdriver for this. Spare battery because it's cold out, and although that says it's fully charged, I've been using it. So, you know, with the cold weather, sometimes they tap out a little early. Got a pair of gloves. We got in here a variety of little tools. This is a scissors for the fencing that I use. I've got a variety of drill bit attachments, which are actually my screw adapters. So they have different types of screws. This is a star head. That was obviously a Phillips, square Phillips. So it's a square-headed Phillips. This is for certain types of my fencing stuff. This is a 10mm. As you can see, I have a spare. So there's some fencing stuff in here. This is a how we splice. It's a splicer. These are some keepers. I obviously have some screws. Same thing in here, pretty much similar stuff. Some odds and ends. I got another splicer. Got a drill bit in here, which I don't think I'll need. I'll show you what these go to in a second. I've got a variety of different sockets. Again, some different types of screwdrivers. This is just a regular Phillips head. This is probably a square head. Yeah, because we have like everything out here. You know, here's one of my many sockets. There's another screwdriver, and you can see these are really nice because they are magnetic. So this is another little smaller Phillips head. So these things are kind of what holds the type of fencing that I use onto the insulators. And so I have some of the insulators because that's what the deer break all the time. This is what they look like. This is an old one I took off that's still in good shape. I've got some new ones here. This is how they come, new from the factory. These actually are from a company called Horseguard, and it's actually out of France. And they have a warehouse in Illinois, if I remember, northern Illinois, so I can get stuff shipped here in the US. So yeah, this is what they look like. My neighbor said, oh, your fences are partially tore down. Deer. You can see they're different colors. I've got green. So this is what new green looks like, and this is what the green looks like after Mother Nature has abused it. So that one's seen some better days in the weather, between the sun and the wind and the rain, I guess, and the snow, but it still works, so I'll use it. So yeah, and then we have, you know, tree debris. So I really need my gloves because it's cold out here, you guys. There's still snow on the ground. So you guys are gonna come with me. We gotta unplug the fence because it's an electric fence, and I don't want to get zapped. But off we go. Unplug the electric fencer. There's Moose and Artie. Hi, boys. Yeah, that'd be the fence. So I'm gonna give that an unplug. Hi, guys. What's going on? Hi, boys. These very naughty boys. Oh my goodness. Hello, Arthur. Hi. Oh yes. You gonna say hi to everybody? Hi, boys. Yes. Here's one of the girls. Hi, Moose. You showing everybody your nose? It's like we're gonna need to fill your water tank. You're eating some of the snow off the top. Yeah, it's good boys. All right, guys. So I'm not really sure. She said out here to the north. So we are just going to drive around the perimeter and see what we find. Sophia wants to say hi. Hi, darling. There's Sophia. Look how muddy you are. You dirty girl. Hey, you a dirty girl? Hi, Soph. I'm a little too close. Sorry, guys. Hi, Soph. I'm gonna go fix fence. All right, guys. Our chariot awaits. Welcome to... So it looks like what happened, or what might have happened, is the fence might have just broke from the wind and the rain and the weather wearing on it, because it's laying here and you can see the end of it sticking out right here. So you know that splicer I showed you guys? I'm gonna have to hope I've got enough extra fence line to use that splicer. Oh, you guys are gonna hopefully watch. So hang tight, everyone. So it looks like this fence is just, you know, it's been out in the sun, the wind, and the rain long enough that I think I'm just going to go get a section of fence, new fencing tape to do the repair with. So I'm going to quick put a splicer on this, and then we got to go back and get some new fencing. And all my stuff fell over. So this is the splicer I'm going to use. It's a little dirty, but dead bugs on it. So I'm going to attach this to the existing fence, what's left of it, and then we'll go get a new piece to add on and go from there. I got my scissors. I'm gonna make a clean cut. Get rid of that. Okay guys, so here's the beginnings of the attachment. You can see I just threaded it through. I thread it through on the inside and wrap it around the outside, as you can see, because how you interlock this is I will take it back around. Or the outside, thread it through the middle, and that will lock it in place. Makes it hard for it to pop off. So that creates a little locking bond. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then the other side of the fence will go on that side. So then I take a little plastic piece that kind of helps hold the ends in place. So all neat and tidy. I can trim this off if I want, but I don't, because if there's another break in the fence, I can use this for adjustment to adjust the length of the fence. So I'm going to add one more fence insulate. So they go on like that. You just snap them. So we are going to leave that for the next little bit, and you guys are going to go with me. Sorry, got to go back to the barn and get replacement tape. I didn't realize that. I thought the fence was just tore down by the deer, but right here it's the wind sawed through the fence. So we're gonna go get some new stuff, so hang tight. Okay everybody, we're back. I have what I'm hoping is the right length of fence, and I got to just set you guys up. Trying to figure out where to put you. Put you guys back over here. Watch me from a distance. All right. Well, I think you guys can see me. I think you'll be able to see me. Okay. Okay guys, you can pretty clearly see the difference in the fencing. This one's been outside for a while, is mildewy and green, and has seen some abuse. This is much newer. Was outside for a little bit of time. I mean, it's kind of dirty, but it's a much newer section of fence. So hopefully this will hold up. I'll show you guys what this fence looks like close up. So it's plastic, and interwoven in the plastic is lots of strands of wire, which is what carries the electricity and zaps you. Okay, you guys, I picked well. My fence piece is definitely long enough, and we are going to, I need to trim it down. I need to tie it into the rest of the fence line, put some insulator, little doohickeys on, and then it's done. So it's pretty easy to fix. So let me show you guys. So we started with this. I put the splicer on. Here's where I'm attaching the new. I need to get a couple of these brown things to attach those in. I'll have to tighten this up. You guys can see that there's definitely some age on these. I'm just gonna look at them and make sure nothing's broken, because they tend to crack, like right here. And so this one's looking pretty bad, but it's still holding. But you can see it's pretty, you see that? It's definitely, I probably will go ahead and replace that. So, yeah, these ones look okay. These are kind of some of the original. So this is how it's tied in. This is where it's gonna get connected in. You can see. Remember when I said I needed a 10 millimeter? Yeah, all this stuff comes out of France, so it's metric, which is fine, because once you get a bunch, you get a bunch. But I am gonna set you guys up on this piece of wood right here. Hopefully you can kind of watch me. So hang on, you guys, it's gonna be really jiggly. Sorry. Maybe we gotta pull you up a little so you can watch me work. Okay. Hi guys. So I'm getting my equipment ready. I just have to check and see. I think I've got the right screwdriver attachment. Yep. So I have my scissors because I'm going to need to trim this fence line down, and then I have some of the insulators. This is a special scissors because it's got the serrated edges and a little heavier duty. I have used other scissors on these. This looks like a bandage scissors, but it's a little heavier duty. I bought bandage scissors to use on this before, and they just get dull right away. So I actually do buy the scissors that the company that sells the fencing sells, because it works. Alright, so I need to kind of figure out, I measure to where I need to attach it, and then you need extra. And because this fence line is older and I'm getting some splits from the wind, I'm going to actually leave quite a bit. So I'm going to be a little ridiculous and leave like 2 feet extra, because I've already spliced this portion of the fence line once before. Yeah, down about 150 feet. So I might need to do it again this winter with Mother Nature being as brutal as she's being. So a little extra fence waste. Oh. So you do is you make a loop, and there is a little, what I call like a toggle piece on here. You make a loop, you stick that loop through, pull the toggle up, and then you feed the toggle through and pull the fence back on it, and then you can tighten it by pulling. If you're sorry, too much through it. There we go. I have a connector in here that's kind of interfering. I wonder if I'm wanting to move that connector piece. That'll be all right. So go ahead and tighten it down here a little bit. Tighten it here before I finish tightening it here, and it's being a pain because of this connector piece. This transmits the electricity from each piece of fence. So I connect the fencer into one strand or one line, and then I jump it up and down. So that's what that is. Alright, and then lots of extra. I don't normally do this, but because I've had trouble with this fence line breaking in the wind, I'm leaving extra. So just going to take a couple of these and tack that extra portion down so it doesn't stick out. So I had to get this done today because we're supposed to have a giant like snowstorm tomorrow, because of course we're going to get more snow. It's actually really nice today. It's like 40 degrees out. Okay, you guys, I got 2 more of these. I'm going to take down to my splice down there and tack that down. Such a long kind of piece that I've left, I'm going to put 3 on here. It's kind of like a barrette for the fence line. So, all right. Hang on, hold tight, jiggle jiggle. We're pretty ready. You guys can see like how bad this fence line gets torn up. I'll probably trim that off with the fence scissors. And then I'll show you guys. Hang on, let's go inside the field. So I showed you guys this before. So here's the new attachment. This is what I was talking about. This is my jump wire that's covered, and it takes the electricity from one line to the next. You can see I've got another one that goes down to the next strand. So you can kind of see the wind has kind of done a little damage on these. I'm just going to trim them off because it makes it easier to handle them if I have to fix anything or tighten anything. You can see this piece of fence has actually really gotten damaged. So it's older. I mean, it all wears out, definitely. You know, metal fence corrodes and breaks and rusts, and plastic, as you can see, plastic wears in you know, Mother Nature. It dries out, cracks, degrades, just like everything else. So I'm gonna get the fence scissors out real quick, trim those pieces off. Ouch. And it doesn't even want to do that. Put you guys down a second. I wonder if I can do this with you guys watching. Hang on, folks. Okay, so the bad part is off. See if we can keep it in focus. So you can kind of see, let me put it over here for focus. Come on, phone, focus. You see the wires? So those are how the electricity is carried. And those little buggers are sharp. So, there we go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about, you know, life on the farm. I'm gonna adjust the separation, get one of these up a little closer. But thanks for helping, you guys. We're fixing fence. Never a dull moment. As we get closer and closer into hardcore winter, things are starting to fail. So always makes for an interesting season. So thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Leave any comments, any questions you have about this below. I'll do my best to answer them. I think I'm going to put another little barrette right there. But thanks, guys. Thanks. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I will see you all on the next video. Okay, bye-bye. Guys, quick end of video. Thought some of you guys maybe who've never been out in the country and seen corn before it's been harvested, I thought since the neighbors have not combined their corn yet, I thought I'd take you guys over to the corn here and show it to you. So yeah, this is basically end of season corn. This is not sweet corn. This is what's called field corn. It's a different variety. And this is the corn that goes into animal feed and is used to make all kinds of products that we use in our kitchens, like cornmeal and cornstarch and things like that. So these are the actual corn heads. As you can see, you kind of see them popping out. So there's one there. There's one there. So what happens is the combine will come through here. It just drives through like a giant lawnmower, and it feeds what's got what's called a corn head attached to it. It's specific to harvesting this particular crop, and it just feeds this plant through, and inside the head and inside the combine, the cob is pulled away and the corn kernels are removed from the cob, and all this stuff is removed and spit out the back as corn fodder. So yeah, you guys can kind of see this is like nice healthy corn, it's pretty dried down, so anytime they can get the combine in here, it should be good to combine. It's not moist at all. Of course, you know, every time we get a snowstorm, that creates a problem. But so yeah, you guys can see what happens is as it dries down, the corn starts peeking out and is ready. You're gonna get some that's gonna be a little bit of mold that happens. But yeah, you guys can see very much like sweet corn, you know. If you guys have ever bought sweet corn to buy and boil and eat, right? Corn on the cob. Well, here's your corn on the cob, but this is not sweet corn. So this will be turned into cornmeal. Here's a good one, you guys. You know what happened here? My guess is this was either eaten all off by deer or raccoons. They actually do come and steal, and they do some damage. There's a perfect example of it right here. This has been knocked down. A lot of times when this stuff is knocked down like this, it's raccoons or deer. So we've got a print here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't really see anything else. Raccoons are pretty capable of doing some damage to corn. So you can kind of see there's corn on the ground there. And that actually will feed, the birds will be in here and will eat that after the rest of the corn's been combined. You'll see a lot of different types of birds that are migrating. They'll come in, Canadian geese will eat this, all kinds of different birds. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of corn down on the ground here. And unfortunately, that's just part of raising corn, is you get, you know, the animals come and eat it all. So hope you guys enjoyed this. See you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.